Living for Environment and Environmental NGO today held its annual event Feast of Life under the theme Celebrating Life with the Less Fortunate and Underprivileged at Orchid Ground, Birmakem. During the program, PR Program Coordinator Life Beldizar Thong said they have been interacting with non-indigenous inhabitants of Nagaland since 2018 but could not do anything for them. But this year, they decided to do something for them. To raise awareness and provide the much requested medical care, Life planned a day for them. Life conducted an on-ground assessment and found out that there were 62 households with a population of 427.
My name is Balthazar Thong. I am the PR and also the program coordinator for Life, also known as Living for Environment. This is my colleague, Mr. Aukonong. He's the vice president of the organization. Vice chairman of the organization. Basically, Life stands for Living for Environment. And our primary goal is actually the fact that, okay, sometimes we just take it for granted that we're living in Nagaland, we're surrounded by, trees around us, so much of greenery around us. We think that, we are not affecting our environment as much as, let's say, the other cities. But, we are, as per our research, we are finding that, actually we have done a lot of damage to our society, in our environment. And so what we do as an organization is basically we are trying to find that balance, a sustainable living that before it gets worse, we just want to basically make people aware of the different challenges that comes when it comes to living in the environment. So one of our goals is, as today, as you have seen, our initiative called the Feast of Life. The Feast of Life is primarily aimed at people who are underprivileged, people who sometimes we forget, and today we're looking at the people from Naga colony who are living near the dump site, and they go through a lot, and sometimes we are not able to look at their plight. We are not able to look into their challenges. And so today, what we have decided was, okay, we'll spend a day with them. We will, give a checkup. We'll give them their basic needs. We're trying to, as winter is approaching, we're trying to provide some of the basic amenities. And so, yeah, that's what Feast of Life is all about, and that's also what life is all about. How many families?
We're expecting about 200 people coming up today.
Yeah, so 200 people and then around 50 to 100 children. We have a team from the Eden Medical Center who have come here and provide us, with a pediatrician and a general doctor. So they will be doing the checkup. We also have Dr. Michael Tetso, who has come for, again, another, as an added resource for the medical team. Then, like I said, we will be having games and sports for the children. Then a feast with them. It's a feast of life. We want to have a feast with them also. Yeah. So this is an annual event. Last year we had it with Neighborhood Children Home. And this year, this is our second time. We want to keep it as an annual event. We want to look at different sectors and different people. And basically, we want to look at our primary goal is, looking for people, those who are working in making sure that the environment is clean, right? So we want to look at those kind of sectors, those kind of people that are affected by this plight. So some of the areas that we focus on is, first of all, waste management. We have done, a very thorough research and assessment of different districts in Nagaland, assessing the waste, how every district is assessing the waste, and also helping up with the local bodies how they can, tackle this waste management. Then we have building sustainable communities. We have an initiative called SASDC, where we adopted a colony, and then we basically help the colony learn how to manage waste, basically involving the communities and telling them, okay, how to segregate waste and what can you do with the waste that you generate. So that's one of the other initiatives. Then we have things like, looking after the underprivileged communities like we see today, rag pickers and people who are working in waste management. Then we also look into other things like organic farming. This is one of the initiatives we're looking forward next. and then also things like disaster management and indigenous traditional knowledge. Basically, we are trying to make sure that, okay, Nagaland is at the stage now where, we're slowly going to become, our waste is going to become like the cities outside. And so we need to be aware of how to handle it before it gets worse. As we know, it's already, it's a big challenge for all of us. We see even if DMC doesn't come for a couple of days, it's a big challenge for all of us. So maybe, we can do our part of managing this waste before, it goes and reaches the dump site. What are the other solutions and alternatives we can provide to the people? That's our primary goal for life. As you can see, as you go around the city, most of the people who are taking care of our waste are the non-locals, right? You see in the evening and in the mornings, after our work is done, you see people going and collecting waste from all the dump sites around the city. And they are the people who are actually working. If you can also tell me if there are non-locals who are doing this, we will definitely go and, try to look into their situation, work with them also. As I've said, they are the people who, when we are sleeping, they are the one who is, basically cleaning up the waste for us. And that is why we are looking into them today. This is, in many ways, an annual event, but, throughout the other days, we are always going and looking, as we do our research, we are always going and looking at them and asking how can we help, what are the challenges that they're facing. Especially during the pandemic, the dump site was closed off and they couldn't do anything. They were basically helpless, and unless someone came and helped them out, they were basically helpless. So that is why we decided, okay, this year we need to look, into their plight, into their challenges, and maybe next year if we find some, some other group that we feel like needs the attention, we will definitely look into that. Yeah. So we actually want to expand the project called Sas Desi. The last year we had done it with Lakeview Colony, and that is they got the cleanest colony in the DMC award. No? So it basically maybe it's like our actions have proved that when you basically educate a colony, tell them okay how to segregate waste, what is renewable waste, what waste can be used as compost and all of that. It really brings a change, right? Your colony feels much more cleaner. You feel like you have taken part in cleaning up the environment. And I think that's one project we really want to adopt on a larger scale because, what we have realized is the government has done the job. They have made the people aware, okay, you have to do this, you have to do that. But I think we need to handhold at the colony level, I think. That is a better way to, approach this challenge that we have because waste management is one of the biggest challenges we're going to face as we grow as a city. And if every colony is responsible for their waste, if every colony can, say, okay, let's segregate our waste into recyclable, non-recyclable, organic waste. Let's have a spot where we can dump all the organic matter and make manure and then, share it among the people. Maybe that will help and encourage a lot more colonies to adopt this model of managing waste, and I think that will be more beneficial even for the let's say the DMC and all of them to again basically make sure that the proper waste is going to the dump site. I think that will be very helpful. Yeah.
Since we are data-driven NGO, what we do is that we approach the government, and then we give them our expertise, our help, and then we have done some extensive research based on the waste generated from Dimapur as well as from Kohima and other districts also, and we have also released a couple of our works, which deals in waste management as well as the type of waste that that we have been that we are generating at the moment. You can take a look at all of those reports from our website, which is livingforenvironment.org. So all of our informations are up there. You can download it. You can take a look, and then you can see how many waste you're generating from one household also.
Dimapur de kiman letra aro kiman garbage sab nen sob jane se aro idu safa krule mon sob nijo side ba bichi try kure se huilibi Dimapur ro ita tak bi safa to mohan dikhin na pai huilibi ekta organization ase living for life koina idu organization khan basically tahan Nagaland pura Nagaland beraina tahan cleanliness drive khan kurina berai to aji mohan ete ahina ase Burma camp te to yate aha to idu living for environment koina ekta organization NGO khan ba ekta ete program rakhise idu to underprivileged bacha khan nimde rakhise aru apni han dikhan sina ete underprivileged bacha khan bishi ase holibi tahan sob non locals ase local nohoy to mohan ba edel organizer khan ki hudise ki idu kile non locals khan ikla ase aro underprivileged to locals khan bi ase tahan ki kile matane kushile tai kuse ki non locals they are very underprivileged are also tahan iman exposure na pai because ami han sob jani ase ki mohan rati de guma tamde nulbi morning 4 baje 5 baje utha amde mohan la town de apna railway station khan jesi kulbi bottle khan sapa gora nulbi garbage khan sapa gora bosta dhurina bere thaka to tahani thake to tahan ekta exposure pana aro tahan idu nimde underprivileged ase because they are doing the cleanliness drive educated manu ko abi non educated manu khan ba sob kurese to idu living for environment koina idu organization kuma tahan ba bhabishye ki aji do tahan ki blanket khan dibo na kuise aro ina bat khan bi khilawo na kuise to idu program de khali ki kurese kusi ro to underprivileged bachan ge matigina tahan ete games khan khilaise aro na gina hospital eden hospital ba bi doctor or nurse khan aise to tahan ba check up khan kurese khali bachan ki khan logina bura ama khan ke nuli baba khan ki tahan ahina de check up khan kurese dawai free dawai khan diase aro ina idu thakisa jila ground report mu ase Pankaj Gurung with camera person Ketholino for Hornbill TV.